Alright, it's time for some G.I. Joe. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Happy very late 4th of July from Konami.
G.I. Joe, a real American hero. Haha.
Hasbro and Konami. Terrorism.
Nature evil awakens. And they're dressed like meth peddlers.
Evil wears a blue jumpsuit. Let me throw these dice!
Baron Zemo invades.
What do you mean we couldn't afford an entire Imperial starship?
Best helicarrier in the fleet, my ass!
Alright, who painted a target on their parachute?
Hey,
Jeff, get your feet off my parachute!
I'm amazed they're able to parachute that far.
Peace. Very peaceful.
Peace? No way.
I'm the Duke.
Scarlet Johansson.
The head
Daft
smash
Punk.
righteousness.
Daft Punk doesn't stand a chance.
Codename Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes. One thing we do have to look forward to in all of this is that this is G.I. Joe the game, and not G.I. Joe the game of the movie of the game. That would just be dumb.
Making a game out of a movie of a video game.
Who does that?
That's ridiculous.
Okay. Alrighty, so we just start.
Let's press start.
Alrighty. I want to be. I think I'm gonna be Scarlet actually.
I'm gonna be Roadblock.
Alrighty. Gonna pretend this is a very, very colorful version of Black Widow, I think. Looks like from the opening we already have a helicarrier and like Hydra.
I'm in space and I can't breathe. What do you mean we didn't bring a car?
Joe Sir to you. That's right. Just line up in this convenient funnel for us to attack you.
No, don't you know this is how Julius Caesar won all of his battles. He just ran through the infantry.
Ran right in.
Yeah, this is the most effective form of infantry. Men with propellers on top of their heads.
Nope. There's so much shit! Okay. Can the iron beams go down? They can. Everything is destructible in this world. Oh, it's amazing.
Even these
This is okay.
checkerboard water tanks.
Oh, those aren't water tanks. Oh, I guess
Gas
I lost
tanks,
the way.
whatever.
So it takes basically just as many shots to take down a person as it does a tank. So these guns are awesome. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this wasn't the most effective way to go.
Okay, so you know how they say knowing
Just
is
running
half.
down a landing strip, right?
You know how they say knowing is half the battle? This is the other half of the battle.
The other half is just blindly firing at anything that will move.
Blowing people up with
Or
heavy
has
weaponry.
mass. Yeah. Evil, alien, Mexican, Armada brothers who are just regular brothers, the movie. Oh, wow. So can we take damage from anything that
Yeah,
falls?
we can take from things that fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I wouldn't think
bullets, tanks,
yeah, bullets,
explosions.
but explosions that we cause for doing our job and being good American soldiers. Like that.
But a heavy metal tower falls on you, no problem.
Okay, cool. Hail Hydra! I mean, Cobra.
I'll team up with the Red Skull to take down G.I. Joes.
I didn't realize this until
I looked at the casting announcements for the new Captain America movie.
Yeah.
And like who one of the new bad guys is gonna be.
Yeah.
Zemo is gonna be one of the bad guys. Like I'm gonna show you a picture after this. Like look at Zemo and look at Cobra.
I'll put like a comparison picture up for the audience.
Immediately afterward. It's uncanny.
Knock knock! Open up! America's here!
Oh, that was easy. Where's my
I've just got a fucking handheld nuke over here.
It's the most colorful ninjas I've ever seen.
Blue is the true color of the ninja. It represents how sad we are inside, because of the samurai.
I thought Samurai and Ninja were way different.
I thought they like hated each other.
That's what I heard. Yeah. They were actually able to fit that into a plot point in Soul Calibur actually.
Wow, really?
Yeah. No, the ninja character Taki.
Yeah.
And I think it's Mr. Sergi is the samurai. They've run into each other before and they have a rivalry. Taki has a lot of rivalries though. Oh, you shoot the things. Oh, you don't actually pick them up. You shoot the things.
Yeah, I know that's the dumbest thing ever.
No, it makes total sense because like,
for a video game, in like a video game way, it makes sense.
Yeah.
In like a using actual logic way, it doesn't make sense. When you have to play a video game, you need to eschew any sort of real logic.
We could say about every action movie ever. Uh-oh.
Cobra's weapons plant. Here is where he grows weapons out of the ground.
For a second there, it looked like the place where Qui-Gon died.
I don't know, this is going to turn into that underground scene from Cabin in the Woods. Are we going to have to fight
if it hasn't already, yeah.
Are we going to have to fight the giant cobra and the mermaid?
I mean, figuratively, I'm sure. I think we all have a mermaid and a cobra deep inside of us.
Floor 5, nuclear weapons. Floor 7, Kevlar body armor.
Floor 8, menswear.
Floor 9, women's lingerie. Floor 10, weaponized diseases.
Floor 11, Croatian pornography. There's a bigger market for it in this country than you think. Yeah.
Wait, like Croatians?
Well, yeah. What do you think is happening right now? So we can also like... Whoa. We just get ambushed?
We just got ambushed.
God.
How many goons... Okay, if you see like all the points we have, those are the number of like Cobra goons we've killed so far. We've killed close to 1,000 goons. Like
1,000 people in like, what's it been? Like not even 10 minutes probably?
How are we gonna get down from here? The elevator's broken.
You know, I bet that bitch still somehow survived. I don't know how.
This is like an 80s cartoon. Their whole aircraft carrier gets blown up. It falls to the ground in flames, and they just crawl out like, I'll get you next time, Duke.
So I'm confused. Like, does in this thing, do the bad guys have the helicarrier, or do the good guys have like the helicarrier?
I think the bad guys have the helicarrier.
Damn it.
This is it, the final battle. Trust me, this is going to be a fake out for another stage.
Final battle, isn't this? Yeah.
This is like stage 2.
I know. Like, there's no way. People are probably thinking, no. It's a great way to bait it though, because it's like, oh, you know, there isn't that much more, mommy. There isn't that much more. I only have like.
It's like, oh, this is how you like keep them in the arcades. Like,
yeah,
oh,
exactly.
don't worry, this is the last stage. After this is
final
over.
Battle. Yeah.
This is how they get like those last few quarters out of you.
Last few, and by
last few like.
By that we mean like last few 100 tons of quarters. So it's like the first battle of Empire Strikes Back in reverse. We're just destroying all the white guys, invading their base.
This is like the Empire Strikes Back scene, only we don't have land speeders, so we just have to walk the whole way.
Yeah, we don't have land speeders.
This whole game would be a lot less shorter if we brought like a Jeep or something.
Oh yeah.
This game would be 5 minutes long.
I need a Jeep.
Real Americans don't need a Jeep to kick ass.
It helps them. So I'm confused. Like there's all these soldiers, and like you run past some of them, but and the ones where you're static, they just keep running behind you. Like they don't even try to take you out. Like it's like they're hoping that you just pass them up.
That's because they know they don't stand a chance against the Joes.
I guess.
They're just hoping not to get killed.
Against a team of 4 people, with which we're split up in 2 at this point. This is a 4-player would be really interesting, but like it'd be chaos. It'd be absolute chaos.
I think we'd probably be using up more quarters. We have no idea what's going on at all.
Maybe. There's always a risk of that.
And now the floor has disappeared.
Then we're falling, or
I think a trapdoor opened up. Okay, that wasn't the real entrance to the base. This is the real entrance to the base.
Gotcha. Just mow them down. That's the best way to do it.
I don't even need to move. I just fire forward and they die.
Really?
That's what I did for that part. Let's try that for a while. Let's not move
at all.
I mean, at some point in time, we're gonna get hit by a bullet.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to dodge, obviously, but like, I don't know. I feel like mowing is a good strategy, but like, as long as you're keeping it pretty much all on the same level.
And now the ground's here. Yeah, this stuff was just here in the darkness, and we couldn't see any of it.
It's all in shadow. So you're saying if we both like take a lane and just fire in front of us, we should be fine?
Probably. Yeah, we'd do pretty good. I'll take this lane. You take the other one.
All right. I'll be in Scotland before you.
Why would you construct this?
Joe?
Why is there water in the middle of dirt? Why is the water not rendering?
It's quicksand. And I guess...
Is this? Quicksand!
The Undertaker!
And John Cena!
Tonight! Who is the champ? That will be decided right now! When The Undertaker and John Cena...
We just need to beat this ground swimming tank. This tank turns ground into water and then swims in it. It's a perfect recon facility.
When it ain't exactly water, and it ain't exactly earth.
Quicksand! We have to call this tank the submarine of the land.
We all live in a nuclear submarine. Nuclear submarine. Nuclear submarine. We all could die.
Why is this tank now suddenly...
Speedboats on the...
Okay,
are these textures reversed?
Is
the ground supposed to be a...
I think it's occurred to me now that like there's like a glitch with this game.
Is the brown supposed to be above us and the blue supposed to be...
Yeah, this is how you really get the quarters like out of somebody's pocket. Make a boss fight that takes 1,000,000 years to be defeated.
There we go.
We can only afford 3D graphics for this one scene. They looked damn good back in 1988.
It's true.
This is a real final battle. Trust us this time, guys. Expect to come next. What?
Tune in next week.
It just said the game is not over yet.
The final battle.
They said the game is not over yet, just to make sure you knew not to leave and not spend any more quarters on this thing.
It's like, I'm not going to be able to afford college at this rate. The game is over for me. Of course we can, like, I don't know, parachute on, you know, the actual Cobra thing.
I mean, we can't just parachute directly in front, you know, walk. We can't just launch a missile onto this thing,
nope.
Knock it out of the sky, and then be done with it. No, we have to do it in the most ridiculous way possible.
We have to confront
we have to specifically confront Cobra and tell him he's a douche to his face.
Yeah, but also give him ample time that if he wanted to get away, which I'm sure he has several measures in place for, if he does want to, you know, easily evade us.
He's got
he could use all of them and exhaust all of those opportunities.
He's got like a robot backup, like an escape pod,
yeah.
Like this transporter from like Star Trek.
Yeah. He has like a cryogenic chamber, so even if this thing does go down, it'll just be like Captain America. Like they'll bring him back in like 80 years.
And then he's got like extra quarters in case he does actually lose.
A jump function would really come in handy.
Yeah, it would, but there is no jump function.
I know.
That would make it easier to dodge all these bullets.
I know. This is Yui Ball.
Uwe Boll?
Yeah, we're fighting Yui Ball.
Oh my god, the true evil,
Fuck
we need
you
to
all.
destroy him.
Fuck you all. Yeah. Apparently you don't want this movie. You don't want another rampage. I'm going to give you another rampage whether you like it or not. Fuck you all.
Of course, he has a robot backup. He actually did have a robot backup.
Damn it. So we killed the Terminator, essentially. God!
What? What is this?
And then he faces us again. Like, he could escape. He's so fucking cocky.
You fucking idiot! It's like I made the joke about it having a robot backup, but then he actually comes to fight us after the robot backup loses.
He had a Terminator, and then he just came down.
Dude, if you could have
Just a bunch of grenades.
No, if you could have a robot backup built, I would never leave my base. I would have my robot backup do all of my military operations for me. This is so
like
ridiculous.
a Metal Gear Solid, just constantly creating clones of yourself. I always wondered about that. You know, if like you know, with the cobras and the snakes, like if there was any like, I always wondered which came first.
Like from G.I. Joe.
It was Metal Gear Solid or G.I. Joe. Yeah.
I think I want to say Metal Gear Solid because I think it came out in like the early 80s on like Japanese PCs, and then like G.I. Joe came out in like, actually I think G.I. Joes were like a product from the 70s.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, G.I. Joe came
But like
first.
specifically the creation of Cobra though. I mean like there still could be G.I. Joe, but like yeah, I mean like there was a Spider-Man, like, you know, like decades before there was a Venom. You know.
Oh, yeah,
I'm wondering
Snakes
about, like,
as
Inception.
Snakes being a bad guy is a pretty common theme. Did you just continue like after we'd already won the fight? Does this game like trick you into
I
like,
never assumed that anything is the final mission, even when they specifically say final mission.
especially not in an arcade game like this.
Oh my god. I hope we got off that somehow.
I'm assuming we're just such tough badasses. We'll just ride it out. We're surfing on that thing.
We'll survive a nuclear reactor explosion that we were right next to. Yep. Somehow.
Curse you, G.I. Joe! Now I'll have to beat you in the sequel! There won't be a sequel. Curse you, G.I. Joe!
Wow. What an American way to,
Yeah, what an American way. Made, programmed, designed entirely by Japanese team. And Hasbro.
Hasbro.
Thank you, Hasbro.
The people who brought you,
Transformers movies.
Well,
That was Michael Bay, but they allowed him to make the Transformers movies.
I think he should have made G.I. Joe. That's it.
The game is... What the fuck
What did
are
I
you
tell
talking
you?
about?
What did I tell
What?
you?
Oh no, it just loops back to mission 1! It just loops back to the game loops. This is how they get more quarters out of you. You know what? No, I'm done. I'm done.
Get out.
How'd you feel about G.I. Joe?
That was awesome. I honestly, I hadn't realized how much it would. I don't know if it's just because like I've been on like a Marvel kick, and a couple days ago, like on 4th of July, actually, one of the cable channels, they were showing Captain America, Winter Soldier, all day on 4th of
That's
July.
awesome.
So
what? Did I miss out on that?
yeah.
I wanted to see that movie.
Oh, it's awesome. No, you need to see it. Like, I don't want to spoil anything, but no, you need to see that. Like, especially as like a Marvel fan of like how they're constructing all the movies, like intertwining them. It was so good. That was the first time I'd seen it since I had first seen it when it premiered, like the weekend it premiered. But anyway, I don't know if my mind's just still there, and with the whole 4th of July thing, that all fell around the same time. But I swear to God, there's so many parallels. But we could probably talk that to death about similar. The game itself, fun, dumb, violent, so many explosions. We're pretty sure we lost frame rate several times. Like during the boss fights especially, but there were certain things where we didn't think they were texturing right, and
maybe the problem was the game couldn't handle the millions of textures they had on screen.
Right. Yeah. Like I'm sure we were just overwhelmed. It was just sensory overload. Like we couldn't see all the people who were killing us and shooting us and the ones that we were running into. But there are a few times where we could swear like we were just killed by absolutely nothing, and like there was supposed to be a character there, but we just didn't see it because it couldn't render it quick enough. So yeah, if you want sensory overload, check that out.